Hi everyone, welcome back to the Luxury Live Show. With me here is my co-host for the day, which is CLARAZEELA or Clara for short. So yeah, hi Clara. Thank you for joining me
Hey,
today.
good morning. Thank you for inviting me to the live. It's a pleasure to be back again. Good
Yes,
morning,
yes.
afternoon, and evening, everyone.
Yes. So Amy has something to do today. She may pop in. She may or may not. So if she does, then we will see Amy. But otherwise, we have a new co-host today, and of course, a lot of you know her, CLARAZEELA. That is her channel. I'll link it down below later as well. You can follow her. She's among us, the Hermes Queen.
No, I'm far from a queen. I'm just starting also. So,
All
yeah,
right.
but
Yeah. Okay. So today we have a fun little topic. I think a lot of our topics are quite serious. Like, we'll talk about certain bags or certain designs, fashion, and all. But today we want to have a fun little chat, little banter. And the topic is, what luxury bags would you bring for awkward situations? Let me put a banner so just put a banner so you see it. What bags for awkward situations? If you saw the thumbnail, you would know. And there are so many awkward situations, right? Okay, let me just put that here. Okay, here we go. What bags for awkward situations? So we have some scenarios. Some of them are not like super like awkward, fun, awkward, but there are a couple of them we think it'll be a fun little chat. And do you have your bags with you, Clara? I have
yes,
some of
I do
them.
have my bags with me. So, I don't know if you have them all with you because I know you travel back and forth quite often.
Yes. Well, I do have some that are appropriate for some of the situations we are talking about. So we wanna make this fun. We're gonna share the awkward situations, and then we're gonna say what bags we're gonna use, whether we would use an Hermes bag for them, and if you have any awkward situations, please put them as well. So maybe we'll have more. We have like 9 or 10 awkward situations.
Yeah. Please do share what you would also use. It would be really interesting to know what people use.
Yes. What would you use? What would your bag that you would pick? Okay, let's start with an easy one first. Okay, that's easy one. We always get this anyway. All right, the first situation is dinner with in-laws. I'll let Clara
Okay.
go first. I'll let my guests
Okay,
go first.
let me describe my in-laws because
Oh, that's a good.
I
Yeah.
think I think it can give context because I guess everyone's in-law is different. So my in-laws are very humble. They're very
I
han
left my
like they're
in-law bag
what's
over
the
there. Let me grab
word?
my in-law bag.
The word is like they kind of save every penny and they don't spend very much. They're very humble people. They're super nice people. They're not judgmental though, so which is really nice. Like they wouldn't judge me, but they tend to be very low key. They look for details. Deals, and they're kind of coupon clipping. And so my in-laws are in Canada, so I actually don't see them very often. So usually when I go see them, it's with the bags that I travel with. But say if they came to Hong Kong or whatnot, then I guess the bags I would use luxury. They have seen me in my Chanel stuff, but since I've pretty much sold off all my Chanel, surprise. What I would use, like if it was an Hermes bag, I guess this one it is good. The Halzan is very unassuming. You wouldn't know it's Hermes. It's nice. But I would be okay to use like a Chanel rectangular mini, any of my Longchamp bags. Um, Let me think. What is like the most expensive bag I would use in front of them? Probably like a Lindy 26. I don't think I would wear my Hermes or Kelly to go see them unless like I was like going to an important work event the day. I was like dressed to the nines and I would bring it. That's the only situation I would bring it. Otherwise, more low key, non branded, okay for Chanel, but probably nothing, yeah, not too in your face. But anything else, below that grade is also okay. So yeah, that's my answer. So
Did you
maybe
did you just insult every other bag below that grade?
no, but like I don't want them to feel like would I have a problem bringing my Birkin or Kelly? I probably wouldn't, but I just don't really see the need to because where we hang out tends to be generally quite humble too. So unless it was like after work that if I'm carrying a Birkin or Kelly, I would still bring it. Like I'd be okay with that. But generally to meet with them everyday basis, it would be kind of Longchamp or kind of non-branded or even Prada, that type of thing. But I would have no problem bringing like my luxury bags. Like I wouldn't be like scolded, like you bad daughter-in-law. You know why
Yeah,
you
yeah,
spending
yeah.
your money on bags, kind of thing. So yeah, it could be
Good.
different for different people. But I don't know. Maybe Kat, you can describe your in-laws and what
My
you
in-laws
bring to
are
go see them.
they're like exactly like yours. They don't spend on luxury, definitely not. They're really humble and they dress so simply. Like they would my parents are the same. They just come from a really humble background, and they have this daughter-in-law that just they know. So exactly like I saw this, my for the love of bags, my in-laws know I spend a lot of money. They just don't say anything. They don't they don't they don't give me grief for it. They just let me be, and maybe they're just glad that there's somebody taking care of the son or something. I don't know. But anyway, they're just really humble. So the thing is, I never carry any of my expensive bags in front of them. I think the most expensive handbag that I've ever carried in front of them is, I think, Longchamp, for real. Like I don't feel comfortable, and I honestly don't think they would care if I were to carry any bag. Firstly, because they wouldn't know what it is. But I think it's sort of it's me, it's not you, that kind of situation. So I have only carried Longchamp in front of them, so a variety of Longchamp. But the bag that I carry all the time when I go out with my in-laws, unless like you, I just came from work, is not luxury at all. Okay, it is my Naraya. It is my Naraya little baggie. It is from Thailand. Everyone that goes to Thailand will go to Naraya. You buy a ton of these for like, I don't know, a few dollars, $10 or something. They're so good. I gave them to my mom-in-law. I gave them to my mom. I gave them to my sister-in-law. And this is the bag that when I go for dinners and lunch or just go to the house for a couple of hours, this is the daughter-in-law bag. Yeah.
Wow, it looks very cute actually with a little bow, you know? It's probably thinking my sweet little in-law girl.
I'm the good little in-law.
I'm just reading through the comments. There's actually a lot of Longchamp and some LV. Looks like.
Yes, so there's this one as well. Eileen saying, my mother-in-law knows I buy stuff, but she does not know how much these stuff cost. They kind of know the word it's expensive, right? They're like, this one must be expensive. They just can, if you actually open your mouth and say, no, 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 they would just say, oh, what? Well, it just cannot.
Yeah, I've never had comments from my in-laws commenting on any of my jewelry or my bags, nothing. So I'm very fortunate that way. I don't know if other people have had other experiences, but yeah, I haven't had any comments.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go to the next one. That was fun. Like in-laws, I guess it's like tricky, right? Some situations you're okay to bring it, but maybe not bring the highest of the lot because it's it's like you don't want to wear your giant diamond ring like this big, and you like go to your in-laws. You're like,
well, if it was from their son, that's okay.
it's from their son.
The diamond
That's
I have is
true.
so small. Not that I'm complaining, but like.
All right. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Dinner with cheap relatives.
Oh, okay. So you know who they are. They're the people who come for dinner. They don't pay.
Or they go to
or
the
they pay
weddings and they're
little.
the one that gives you the $5 ang paos.
Yeah. Or they bring the whole family and they only leave you like $20. Lesson for you people. If you ever go to a wedding, you must cover your meal at minimum. Your meal, and then if
Oh,
you want to add a gift, add a gift. Never like people will remember for life if you cheap them out on their
oh my
wedding
god,
day.
the person that cheaped me out, honestly, it's not about the money, but seriously, it's just like better you don't even give, like, because they're, I mean, when you go for weddings, they're like a stack of those red packets, right? And everyone would write their names behind it. So if you're gonna be cheap, just silently be cheap. But this in-law actually, oh, I think it's on my family side. So actually gave a huge, like a huge red packet, the name there. I don't remember it now, obviously, but there was the name there. And it was a $5 bill.
Is this Sing dollars? Yes.
No,
Sing
it was
dollars, right?
ringgit.
Ringgit. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I didn't even dare to tell my mom, I was like, oh my gosh. Maybe
And how many people
I
did they
maybe
bring?
I think it was like a few, like it was the family. I was like shocked, but it wasn't. It was fine. It's just it was fine. I didn't care because we were all covered. But it's just that the fact that it happened is just beyond me. It's like shocking. Like, don't even give. That's it. Don't even give. Give me a hug. I will remember that.
Yeah, or like give you some plates, or I don't know.
Yeah, or bring the bottle of wine. Whatever.
Yeah, even that's
$5
better.
bill. Okay, I'll remember that. The $5 bill.
Yeah. I remember exactly like the people who just yeah,
Oh my
totally
god.
like
Okay.
super cheap.
So what is the bag? What's the bag?
Okay, if I'm going out with super cheap relatives, generally they want to go to a super cheap restaurant, and there is no way I'm going to like a super cheap Chinese restaurant where the floor is icky and there's icky stuff on the table. Then
And
yeah,
then the waiter might actually bump their hot tea onto the chair and it'll spill on
yeah,
your bag.
spill it on my whatever. So definitely it's the Longchamp bag. You guys have seen this. This is the one that Kat really likes, and now I really like too because it's just sorry, it's twirled in my yeah, this one, the Longchamp bag. Or, probably the most is kind of like my Prada Reissue nylon. Because it's like if it gets kind of icky, it gets like
It's over
grossed
here.
out, then it's okay. But yeah, I have no need to like show like the super cheap relatives my nice bags because then they may feel like, oh, okay, Clara's so well off, so maybe she should pay for the meal kind of thing. That's how cheap, like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think with the whole relative things, I'll still bring my luxury bag, but I would bring, like you said, probably the the one that I will be okay to, like, put on the table and um let them see that it's really nasty looking. That, you know what I mean? Like, because they might come and touch it and like they were like, oh, nice thing, ah. So I would bring my
Oh, okay,
very
that's actually a really decent bag.
I know. So let me tell you, this bag, when I met my husband's relatives for the first time, and that was, I think was it the yeah, it was the first time I met them all in a dinner, and I still have the photo. I think I posted it on IG. It was like, meeting the relatives kind of thing. I brought this bag. This was the bag that I took, and I would still take this bag. I mean, it's nasty looking, okay?
But back
But
then, this was the it bag,
it
honestly.
was the it bag. So I am the bougie wife or ex-girlfriend then. Like,
Ah, nice,
yeah.
nice.
And I'll still continue to bring. This would be the bag that I will continue to bring. No way am I gonna bring any of my other bags. And I'll take off all the jewelry in just this one bag.
Yeah, I would probably take off most of the jewelry. I might still wear something like a love cuff or something, like just one, something very simple, but probably not all the extras. Like, not definitely not like this boom. Like, no. Yeah,
All
like
right.
I don't know what's wrong with those cheap relatives. They always think that the people with money need to pay for everything. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay, this is the fun one. All right, this we want to hear, because I missed mine actually, but here we go. Back to your 25th high school reunion. Okay, some of you maybe 20th, some of you maybe 30th already. So to your high school reunion. Had to be like, it has to be long enough, right? So 20 years. Did you go for your high school reunion? I
Yeah,
missed
I had
mine.
a high school reunion. It was not 25. I think it was 20. So we had it at a casino restaurant. I don't even remember what bag I brought. I might have brought like something like my Chanel mini rectangular or something because I was probably traveling. So likely I probably would have used that, and that's kind of
That is
unassuming. If I was to go now, it depends. If it was like a day event, I don't know, I would bring my Lindy or Constance or like even my Halzan. If it was an evening event, I if it was an evening event, what would I bring? I think I would just bring my Constance or my mini Chanel. I don't think I would bring something like my mini Kelly too. Um,
Oh, why? Why? I'm curious.
so okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I actually was brought up in Canada, Vancouver, and in my generation of people were not so into bags or luxury, and a lot of the friends that I currently have, they wouldn't even know it if I brought out an Hermes bag. They might know what a Chanel is, but it's not that popular. So I, even if I brought my Millie Kelly too, I probably 90% of the people wouldn't even know what it is, right? So, but yeah, I think like I would just bring something nice, but nothing too overboard. I think if I went now, I'd probably bring my mini Lindy. So mini Lindy, because I definitely travel with it, is very unassuming, but it's kind of like you would know it's Hermes if it's Hermes, but otherwise they just kind of think, oh, that's kind of like a cute little bag, right? So because I probably want to talk about other stuff other than my bag. So, but this is in the context of having my reunion in Canada because that's where I
Mm.
brought up. If I was like living in Asia, then it might be a different story because it's like, having a nice bag in Asia is definitely more common. So, yeah, that's my answer. Yeah.
Good answer, because I think you have summed it up so like really well. I obviously studied here, but a lot of my high school friends, I still see them on and off, like through Facebook. So I do have quite a few of them on Facebook. And based on what I mean, I'm really bad. I kind of, in high school, I was kind of like the quiet one. Like, I mean, I was noisy among my group, but as in, you're not part of the popular crowd. Definitely not. Nowhere near the popular crowd. Not near the like the nerdy ones at the bottom. I'm sort of like in the middle. So I tend to be the one that would finish my homework in school. I would do all my, go to tuition. I'll be the, just the studious, yet I have a naughty streak in me kind of type. Then I left high school and I sort of said, goodbye, high school. See you later. Because my naughty streak just totally exploded, I think, when I left high school. I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm leaving. And I made a lot of new friends. I mean, I didn't really stick to my high school friends, though there are some that I did because I really treasure them. But I think this is introvert situation where you hone in on a few people that you really love, right? And then the rest you're like, it's so terrible. If any of you from high school are watching me right now, I'm sorry.
You're only going to get a couple of texts after this.
Oh my God, I know. Some of them actually texted me and said, actually, I watch you on YouTube. I'm like, what? What handbag are you buying? So anyway, but yeah, over the years, I have seen them, and definitely, if we were to meet up again in high school, they would be bringing their bougie bags. Like they would, because I mean, all of them, most of the ones that I know have done very well for themselves. So yeah, I would imagine the high school reunion would have some Kellys, probably a couple of Birkins be floating around. And I'm sure there'll be lots of YSLs and I think quite a few Chanels will be floating around. So because I am the rebellious one, I'm bringing my LV.
What?
Okay, maybe
Really?
not this.
Why? But
Okay, maybe
you're
not
like,
this one. Okay. Maybe I'll bring okay, depends. If the high school reunion, like you said, it was a lunchtime, right? Lunchtime one. Then I'll bring this guy. Just because I want to be like, yeah, I got no money. No money, no money. And then if it was at night, maybe I'll bring another LV bag. Because I just feel like everyone here would be bringing the rest. Like there'll just be a lot of it. So yeah, I don't want to be like them. So I'm so
okay,
annoying.
okay. So
Yeah.
you
I'm
want to
kind of
be
one of
like
those.
the out.
Yeah. I want to be like, your bag so. I want to be that person in the reunion going like, wow, your bag is so nice. Huh?
Yeah, and then at home you're like Birkin
Yeah, but like,
25.
I want to be that person. I want to be the one that is commenting on their bags instead.
Mm,
I don't want to
mm.
be. Yeah, that's me at the reunion. I can just see it. Instead of drawing attention this way, I want to go, oh, wow, that's a nice YSL. You know what? And then they'll be, oh my gosh, that LV, that's like the latest. You know, I bought this LV when I was 21, you know? That's me. Yep, definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have this really like strange mentality when it comes to school. So, and it's not that I had a bad high school. Okay, I totally loved high school, but I rather be um down like behind and just like ooh at the back of my head. I'm like, oh, not bad, not bad.
Okay.
I'm kind of
I
like, yeah,
don't.
that's the right word, Eileen. Cheeky. I'm kind of like the more cheeky, mischievous one.
Yeah, it was really funny at my reunion. Like everybody was just kind of like old, bald, or wrinkly. So like a lot of us really just didn't care anymore. It was
I
just kind of,
know.
yeah, I lost some hair, added some wrinkles. It was that type of conversation.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Actually, that's the thing. You know, I mean, I've been hard at work taking care of myself, but yeah, some of them have totally let loose, huh? They have, yeah, they really have. So that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, I can't wait for my high school reunion. There was one, I think was last 2 years, which I missed because I was traveling. But if they ever do one, say 25, I will make sure I take a photo with my LV Speedy
Speedy
25.
25. Wow.
Either that or
Okay.
maybe another LV bag. Maybe my cons if I still have it because I did want to sell it, but now I'm kind of like, oh, that's the only other LV bag that I have. I don't really have anymore. So maybe I'll keep that for the night. It was a night reunion. So it'll be the odd one, like a paint can kind of bag. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That's like high school reunion. No Hermes for sure for me. No.
Yeah, I don't. I would, but maybe only just the mini Lindy. Really, just the mini Lindy, because it's just not that obvious, and like majority of people won't even know what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay, this both of us we actually have no idea. So we want to know what you would bring.
Parent teacher day.
Parents Teachers Day. We have no idea. I have no idea.
I've heard Ginza Shoma, she says she uses a bead. So it's kind of like a really formal looking bag, but like super
Oh,
understated. So it looks nice, but like you wouldn't know it's a luxury bag necessarily.
right. Yeah. I think a bolly. Yeah, maybe now they thought about it. Maybe I would bring if I was a parent and going for a parent teacher day, or maybe I'm like bringing my niece to school, right? For parent teachers day. My parents are not free or whatever. I would bring, yeah, I'll grab my
Elma
Elma,
baby or something?
not Elma, the Elma that I had, the Elma.
Oh, the
I
regular
have,
Elma.
yeah, I have the PM version with my mom is using. So yeah, I think that would be a good bag. It's still like I'm the aunt, okay? But not too much in your face.
Yeah, you'd have to ask your mom to lend it back to you.
Mommy, can I have my mom? Can I have that bag back for a day? Corinne is saying, I'd bring a non-designer bag.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, why? You're the
Yeah, I'm
parent.
wondering why, as a parent, you wouldn't want to bring a designer bag.
What would you bring? You would bring your husband.
If I had a bolide, I would probably bring a bolide. I think that's actually a really good choice.
Mm.
What else would I bring? I might bring a tote bag, maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure. Cause in Asia, I think like there's a bit of a competition amongst the parents sometimes. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not sure because you have to do the whole interview type of thing. Back in the day, the parent teacher day was like just so uneventful. It was just quick chat. It's so
Quick chat,
casual.
get the scorecard, get out. But yeah, now I think there is a little bit of that. I don't know. I think in Singapore, correct me if I'm wrong, Singaporean parents, but I feel like it's quite competitive, and even the parents got to get really involved in the school stuff to get their kids in the school, something like that.
Yeah, there's like a school game. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I have no kids.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Non-designer bag. Okay, the focus should be on my children, not my bag. Oh, my H journey garden party. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. The garden party.
Okay, for the love of bags, when my kids were younger, I only had one LV bag, so it was that or a Tory Burch bag. If my kids were still young and I had them, I'll bring my Chanel Jumbo.
Jumbo. Wow. Nice.
Don't mess with me.
I'll take my Chanel Jumbo and
Oh.
My husband complains that the women with the big jumbo bags are always like hitting him on the train.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I don't know if I think I would bring my Alma, or okay, if not, I would bring, like, if I had my garden party, I think I would bring that. But I think this would be an appropriate bag.
Oh, that's
That's
really
a long
good.
sharp leather bag.
Nice. Yeah, that's quite nice. Looks very motherly,
Yeah,
responsible.
it's very motherly. Did you just call my bag motherly? I mean, come on.
I'm sorry. Have I ruined it for you? Sorry. Next time you take it back. I don't want to look motherly today.
Oh my god.
I have many motherly bags too, okay? Although I
have
no
quite
children.
a few. I have quite a few. This is the ultimate. This is the ultimate.
No, that's the cute bag. It's got a little
mom
bow.
bag. This is the cute mom bag. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one that I would totally. And I have used this so much, washed it. Even comes with a base shaper.
Wow. The cheap relatives would like that too.
Okay. Oh, this is so funny. All right. Okay, this is a serious topic. Okay, this is a serious situation. But you have to choose your luxury bag to bring, okay?
Okay, I already know. I thought about this. So let me start. Okay, so obviously if I'm going to a charity event and I've been to
Save the
places
children.
like a lot of children, soup kitchen, like cleaning beaches, that type of thing. So definitely not bringing my nice bags because they can get dirty or the kids get at it or it could get stolen, right? Because usually a lot
Oh,
of these places might not have proper places to store your bags. So if I was bringing a lot, I would bring this tote bag. It's like vegan leather. It's like, I can't remember, it was like 30 bucks,
sorry, I didn't mean to laugh when you said vegan leather, but you suddenly became like, save the world, vegan leather. Did you just
Exactly. Okay, actually, vegan leather is less biodegradable than real leather. So, anyway, so
Real
this is
plastic.
really cheap, 30 bucks, a lot of big pockets to put like
Oh,
water pop bottles, food, sweaters, my phone, and everything. And I just toss it on the floor and I don't care if it gets wrecked or stolen, that kind of thing. So, for bigger bags, I would use this. And then again, this is so good value for money, right?
oh
For the
yes.
cheap relatives and for the charity.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
That
and
is
then
the
if I
best.
need something that I need close to my body, I would just take this, sling it crossbody, and then, continue to feed the feed to the food kitchen or whatever. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Okay,
What would you bring, Kat?
I would totally not, obviously. So charity events, no luxury. And in fact, I just did a video. I just filmed a video with talking about that bag, the Longchamp pink crossbody bag.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have it. I don't have the black one now. It's so good. I am just waiting for them to launch like a really nice color. It's a good one. That is really a good one. Because I mean, even though it's a charity event, I would probably double bag, right? And I wouldn't
Mm.
double bag with my Chanel little mini micro top handle bag because it's a charity event. I don't be carrying Chanel.
Anti-catch with the donut and the gravy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So definitely that'll be a great bag to bring. And then you'll need some bigger bag to put your stuff. So obviously Longchamp would be good. Don't have my Longchamp with me, but I thought this would be cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
I have this. This is
Hello
my
Kitty bag.
Hello Kitty bag that I got from Japan. This is my big bag that um I carry with me when I mean it's more fun than a Longchamp. Like more fun, right?
Yeah, I agree. That's a really cute bag.
And it's got pockets here. You see, it's got pockets for me to put my water bottle because you'll be running around. It'll be hot. Then I've got more pockets to put whatever. People give me more money. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. So I'll have like fun bag stand out. They're like, oh, get the auntie with the Hello Kitty bag. Like, oh yeah, okay, that's me.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, like something to stand out because people may be looking for you at the charity event. You're helping out, right? Then I've got this inconspicuous like crossbody bag, which is still like luxury, but understated luxury. Longchamp would be the great. Even if I had the Hermes Evelyn, I think that would be a good one as well because you can turn it around, which is the right way to wear it, and it's small and thin and little bit of me. So right there.
I don't like that bag, as you know,
You don't
because
like
the
the
top
bag?
is no, it's so narrow and like AirPods will make it bulge very
That's
easily,
true.
and the top is open, right? If you set it down, like everything comes out. Your Hermes Bastia will come out.
True. So yeah,
But I
and
like the Hello
definitely a
Kitty
crossbody.
idea.
A
I like
crossbody bag.
it.
So double bag. I'll double bag it for charity events.
Yeah, I would do that. I would bring my like Hello Kitty canvas bag or something. That's like
Yeah.
a really good idea.
Yes. All bags that are vegan leather. Okay. This is the standard one. Like we thought, okay, we have to have one that's just standard across. So we want to know from everyone, which is your luxury bag that you will bring at the office. So just at the office.
Okay, So, I work in the financial industry, so there are Hermes bags in the office, but for days I'm not sure. Like, say for example, we had a new colleague joining the office and we went out for lunch. Then to me, I always bring my Lindy. Like, this is the safest bag, the Lindy 26. You know,
Yeah.
this screams practical, understated. I know luxury, but I want something like I'm here to work type of thing.
Mm,
Yeah, so this is
yeah.
my go-to. And then everything else is just a tote. Occasionally I'll bring a really nice Kelly like I have in the past week. But generally on days when I feel it won't get too much attention, ironically. Like, yeah. Like if there are
Yeah.
not too many senior people in the office, then I'll bring my Kelly or my Birkin kind of thing. Yeah.
I think
Otherwise, it's yeah.
the Lindy. Yeah, if I still had my Lindy, I think the Lindy would make a perfect go to office bag. I don't have it anymore. So the bag, well, for me, I'm actually using my Longchamp. But if I were to take a luxury bag, like a Hermes luxury bag, I would take my toolbox because I
Oh, that's
find
a
that,
really good one.
yeah, because I need to put things inside all my, when I'm running around, because I don't drive in Singapore. So I take the train, I walk around. So I have like lots of stuff in my bag. So yeah, my toolbox is the fun one that I would carry. I haven't not okay. So I'm looking here. I see some comments. Eileen says, "I take my garden party K25 and all my BB bags. No Birkin cause I don't like hand carry." Okay.
Okay.
Joe's like, "Oh, I take my Birkins to the office."
Yeah, I think it really depends on your office environment.
Yeah, I would if I drove, I think, but I don't. So I'm always on the train, bus, stuff like that. So I just don't
Yeah,
want to
me
be
too.
bumping my expensive bags with the lady with the giant jumbo bag like
The
me.
shine Chanel Jumbo.
So I want to carry something that I would bump it around. So if it was Hermes, I would carry my toolbox. But most days ever since I got my motherly Longchamp bag, that's the bag that I carry to the
All right.
office right now. And it's just I think most understated. Like there's no logos. Even Hermes has no logos, but because it's so iconic right now,
Yeah, everybody knows. At
everybody
least in
knows.
Asia, everybody knows usually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here's another one. Interviews. And
You're
you're the
being
one going to be interviewed.
Yeah, so to me, Lindy 26 again. Again, it's that kind of I'm
Oh.
professional, but like, I'm buying the low end of it. So sometimes they don't see the bag because it's sitting on the chair next to me, but yeah, it's the Lindy 26 for sure.
Mm,
I don't
mm.
think I've really interviewed with any earlier in my career. It was the reissue, but
You
it
notice
would
that
be
for
the
these more
Lindy
serious
26.
events, you never talked about Chanel. Like nobody said, I'm going to bring my Chanel. I think Chanel is just because of the logo there, the CC turn lock, that maybe it just brings a little bit more,
More attention.
yeah, more attention. Ooh, this girl's bringing her Chanel, that stuff.
Yeah, I actually prefer the reissue for that reason. I know people prefer the CC lock, but actually the reissue is kind of like a bit like Hermes, like if you know, but if you don't know, then you just don't know. Yeah.
Okay, wait, before I answer one, do you think it's appropriate to bring a bag? Would you just go for an interview without any bag? Like just maybe, like no handbag, just your laptop or no, maybe your iPad or something.
I always carry a handbag because I always need like cash and ID. So definitely there would be a handbag. Um Would I bring nothing? In the old days, possibly a clutch, possibly. But these days, with the pandemic, there's so much stuff to bring. I don't see that happening for me.
You're bringing it because it's like quote unquote necessity, right? It's not
Yeah,
because
all the necessities.
it's not because it completes the I'm here for the job kind of look, because I think
Yeah.
if you just walk in, just you with just your, just you well dressed, but if you just walk in, I think it feels bare. Because I have seen like some interviews, usually guys, right,
Mm.
where they walk in with their suits and they have nothing in their hands, so they're kind of like fiddly. They're like those,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, they kind of walk in and then you're like, oh, you're here for an interview. They're like, oh yeah, I'm here for an interview. And I think bags and all things that you hold, they do, give you a bit of something to do, but at the same time, it just looks more complete as a look. You think, does it
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah. Interviewing and other people and being interviewed, I tend to pay more attention to hygiene than the accessories.
Mm,
Like if I notice the bag, then I'll kind of know, just because we're into bags. But like in general, I look at how they dress, their hygiene. I look at their nails, if they're unclean, like those things
mm.
bother me. But so I'm probably going to be more obsessed with what I'm wearing that day and my hygienic that day than probably my bag. Yeah.
Good one, good one. Yeah, I think it'll be the whole look. So for me, if if I if I'm gonna be going for an interview, obviously you dress nice, you put the makeup on. I might get my nails done, or maybe I'll just do it myself, something like that. And I would need my security blanket, which is a little bag, right? Because you want to have something to
Mm.
hold. So it wouldn't be a big bag. It wouldn't be like my toolbox. Because I find that if I were to carry, if I were to carry my mom bag and on my toolbox, it's kind of like more sloppy because it's just like. So if I was going for an interview, I want something a bit more structured.
Yeah.
That's how I want to portray. Like after you hire me, I'm sorry, I'm not potential hires. I'm not okay. But yeah, I think I want to go in a little bit more like prim and like proper. So
Yeah.
a more structured bag. Like if I still had my Lindy, that would be one. Because even though it's floppy this way, it's still kind of structured. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
is. You can it's a good quality bag, but it's
Yeah.
not like so in your face type of thing. Yeah, you need your Lindy 26
I
bag.
know. Did you know that my essay told me that all bags, okay, all bags need approval now? All leather things. Like it's not that um you need to spend a lot, right, for every bag, but they just need to get approval. They need to tell the manager, like, oh, I'm taking this garden party out from the stack of garden parties and it's going to be allocated to this person. Yeah. And the manager will say, like, okay, she can have the garden party. That is just insane, like totally crazy. And I think it's because of stock right now. So every single
Possibly,
leather item.
possibly, or maybe they just want to be fair to make sure everybody gets something. Maybe I don't know, no idea. But the Lindy 26 should not be too difficult in my mind. I know
Yeah,
it's hard, but it's not that hard. But I think it's a really good bag. It's like so spacious and it's just so understated and easy to use. I know not everybody likes this bag, but I love this bag. So
I love it. I'm gonna get it back again soon, soon, soon. Let me just complete everything else first. Oh, I love these people like say, okay, for the love of bags. I didn't even interview for my job. I subbed and they offered me a job.
oh,
Woo!
nice.
Nice,
Woo.
nice, nice. Okay. Eileen, I never thought of it that so much, but chances are is one of my BV or K28s.
Yeah,
Nice.
those are both nice and professional
Professional
type
looking
looking
bags,
junk.
right? So Joe Overjoy or Loewe puzzle. Let's see, what did she say? Peekaboo is a good one, or Loewe puzzle.
The
Yeah.
Bleed 25, 27. Yes, also very good
These are
understated
like
bag.
kind of structured. They have a little bit of, they're not like this, right? When you put it on the table, they just like maybe not.
Yeah, it
Maybe
looks a
not.
bit
Not for an interview. I think
it depends on the type of position you're going for. Yeah.
true, 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 true. If you're going for an like admin position, then maybe
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I just have a feeling that for me, when I go for interviews, there is that, like you said, you look at the hygiene, like, so that how kept you are. So when
Yeah.
things that are kept, it's like one of those butlers. They're really like, prim and proper. Everything's put in place. So even the
Yeah.
bag, I feel, has to have a bit of structure, and I would go with that. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, I won't bring Chanel actually for any interviews if I'm being interviewed.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I've used the ratio, but not the classic turn lock. It's quite a dressy bag actually. The classic
Mm,
bag, it is quite dressy. But yeah, usually I don't really care so much about the bag. I'm usually more looking at the clothes and the hygiene. Like I've seen girls come in, those like contact lenses that make your eyes look super big. They're actually kind of creepy looking. Like they're like
yeah,
blah. Or
and then
like
it's got lines inside.
super long eye
Right.
extensions or too much makeup or weird nails, like yeah, that kind of, or dirty nails, like that just throws me off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those I've seen. Yeah, mainly guys are the one that comes out slow. But I do kind of give the younger guys when I interview them a bit of like leeway because they tend to. I don't know. Maybe because I work in an IT industry, can't expect them to be like all prim and proper. Or usually come a bit like typical software developers. They'll be like, "Oh, hi, yeah, hi, yeah, hi."
Yeah, guys, yeah, again, it depends on the position.
Yeah. So hard though.
But there is a bit of a correlation I've noticed to people who, like when they dress and it's all disorganized, I see a correlation between the way people dress and the way they work. There is some small correlation. Not always, but some small correlation.
There is,
Especially
there
the
is,
ones
there
that
is.
are like really weird dressed, when they come to work, I find their thought process is also a bit all over the place. Yeah.
No, it's true. I think so. Yeah, I think there is. Like for me, I'm getting messier. My thought process is also getting messier. No, it's true. When you're organized, even in your day-to-day life, you're also organized. So you're organized on how you want to dress, how you want to do things, your whole day. Definitely, there's the correlation.
Yeah, especially for an interview, right? It's supposed to be intentional.
Okay, let's move on to. Okay, we have a couple more. This is kind of fun. Okay, let's do this one. Dinner with non-Lux friends.
Wow. Almost all my friends are non-Lux, to be honest.
Hmm.
I just bring whatever I want. Yeah, I just bring whatever I want. Um yeah, I just bring what I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
about you,
think,
Kat?
over the years, I think with this question, when I was looking at it this morning, this situation, not question, this situation, I think if I was asked this situation 10 years ago, I would say, oh my God, no, no Lux friends, bring my Naraya.
Yeah, exactly. My
Bring my Naraya.
Longchamp,
Like totally
the
like, oh
the
no.
supermarket bag.
Yeah, yeah, this is the one. This is the non-Lux friends, non-Lux friends handbag. If I have any non-Lux friends that are watching me now, I'm sorry, this is the bag I'm bringing for you. So, but having said that, I think in the past, like, I think in the last couple of years, especially with the pandemic and all, I think, you know what? Hang it. Bring in my Birkin. Like, whatever. Because
Yeah.
they know, everyone actually knows who have seen me on YouTube or met me, they kind of know that this girl, come out from high school friends, like they gotta know I've I'm too deep in
You're too
the
deep in YouTube.
I'm too deep. Yeah. Into it that, I guess can't hide it anymore. Can't hide it. So I guess if I'm having dinner, which is so intimate, unlike a reunion, because reunion, because there was this kind of like this too, right? Reunion, you will bump into non-Lux friends. But a dinner is so intimate. It's like a couple of hours sitting in front of the fellow and sharing your deep dark secrets, right? So with a reunion, it was just like, so many people that you don't really want to know also, but you kind of see your face again, after 20 years. So that I would be totally insulting and just bring I bring this. I'm like, yeah, I got no time. But if it's a non-Lux friend, like dinner, I'm making the you're there making the time, I'm making the time. I think I would be totally okay to bring all my. I'd be blinged out. Whatever. That's
Yeah,
me.
I really don't care. Yeah. I just bring whatever I want. But I agree, maybe 10 years ago, I think I would have been a bit more sensitive and maybe, bring,
Are you not
the
sensitive
non-labeled
anymore,
one.
Clara?
No, I'm so insensitive. I'm old and, life is short. I don't care what people think about me anymore. You can call me ugly, you can call me fat. I just don't care anymore.
Oh my god.
So like 10 years ago, I would have brought something
Hashtag
like this.
insensitive.
Sorry, I'm so insensitive. Maybe I need a motherly bag to look more sensitive.
Oh, oh my god, that's so funny. Okay.
I need a
Yes.
Longchamp bag to
Let me
look more
see your
motherly.
insensitive luxury bag that you bring in front of your non-Lux friends and shove it into their face. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if I traveled and I wanted to use this, I probably wouldn't bring this
you got the ultimate in your face. The ultimate.
You know what I would do? I would probably, and I do this when I travel, I would put it in this bag. And then at the right time, I would bring it out. I would just leave it in there. I would just leave it in there. And then I'd bring it out when I need to. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily bring this to go see my best friend from elementary school. You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of other stuff to talk about and like, trash and stuff like that. But yeah, I would just bring whatever I want to bring. Maybe not this bag. I don't know. I tend to use this bag more when I'm just going out myself. Yeah, or I'm going to a wedding next month, so I'll bring this bag because I'm too cheap to buy a nice dress, so I'm just gonna bring the mini Kelly too. Yeah, but yeah, I won't be cheap on the gift, but I don't want to spend any more than I spend on the gift. Because it's at the Four Seasons. It's already super expensive. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine is getting married like in a couple of months. And I asked her, I said, because I was kind of like thinking, okay, how much should I? Because I mean, I haven't been to a wedding for like, I'm totally insensitive. I'm like, how much is the dinner? And I'm asking the bride, right? How much is the
Yeah,
dinner?
don't be cheap. Your motherly bag is not gonna make up for that.
I know. Oh my god. So I mean, people, weddings are expensive. Like last time when I got married, okay, one table, like not like a hotel table, like not good restaurant, good food, because it's all about the food, right? One restaurant is maybe about 1,000 about 1,000 ringgit. So usually 100 ringgit will help the bride and groom out, right? So mine was around there. I think it was like maybe 800 or 900 per table. So whatever. But now, sorry. So the going rate for Chinese weddings, and it's very common, right? You go and you give a rate packet to help with the cost. Like you're going for a nice dinner, and so the going rate was within about 100 ringgit to 150. Oh my gosh! Thank goodness I asked the bride. Now I said I was thinking, oh maybe 200. Would do it now. Is that an inflationary cost right now? Because I don't know, right? 200 will be the baseline. I just needed to know the baseline. Oh my goodness! Weddings are so expensive now. Tables are going for like 2,800 to 3,000 up. You're talking hotel. So no, baseline isn't $200 anymore. It's baseline like 300.
Well, if you don't know what you could do, you can actually call like sometimes you can find online. Like I Googled like Four Seasons and kind of like what the wedding banquet cost was per table. So I actually got the package. So I kind of know how much. So I think for Hong Kong, you're looking 1,500 Hong Kee, just base. 1,500 Hong Kong dollars base.
Wow.
And then
That
if
is
I want to give a
crazy.
gift on top of that, then you're looking at, around 2,000 honky, something like that. Unless you just want to give the base kind of thing. And then
Yeah.
if it's like a close friend or relative, you probably have to put more on top of that. But I think that as long as you cover the cost for your meal, like nobody's going to like, come back
Yeah.
at you and slap you with their bag. But like, uh,
True.
but
Like you're
like, yeah,
giving
as
a
long as you cover
Kelly
your
and you're like
meal.
giving $100. Like, wow. Bish, bish. So
Yeah,
it was good
exactly.
information because I'm gonna cover the base and I'm gonna because she's a really nice girl. I'm gonna give more, but I was shocked. Like that is what wedding tables go now. That is crazy. I mean, wow, no wonder people are having smaller and smaller weddings, like dinners, because it's just too substantial.
Yeah, my relatives are so cheap, I decided just not to invite them. So I had a super small wedding.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What were we doing just now? Oh yeah, we were doing non-lux friends. So yeah, we will
Okay.
be we will be hashtag insensitive.
Insensitive. Oh my goodness. Insensitive YouTubers.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
probably age too. The older you get, you just don't care anymore. You just
It
don't care.
is totally, yeah, yeah, yeah. You could go either way, right? You could totally don't care and do the mom bag, right? Or you
Yeah.
could totally don't care and do the mini Kelly. So either way works, right? You could just
Yeah, it
be
doesn't matter, and by the time I'm like 60, I just won't care, like I could see myself even using like a blinged out Fendi bag, the one with all the sequins and stuff. Yeah, I
yeah.
just wouldn't care. I just wouldn't care.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, we have two more. The last one, we talked about. We weren't sure if we want to do that, but okay, we'll do this one, number 9 first. Bags at conferences. So we're talking about work conferences, Joe.
Yeah, so maybe why don't you and actually Joe can go first because you both met at a conference
I
recently.
know. Okay, so I was the worker bee at the conference. Like it was a big conference. So I was running around like a maniac. And yes, I brought my mom bag. Okay, I brought my mom bag because I had to put my bag down on the floor. I had to, not floor, sorry, on the chair, on the table, and then I had to leave my bag there, go to the front of the booth and talk to people about the company, blah 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 blah. Then I turn around, my bag is luckily still there. So because it was a huge conference. So for me, if I was working at the conference, like doing stuff at the booth, bags that are inconspicuous and just easy, don't really bother so much, will not bring too much attention to it, that would be the bag I would bring. But if I was like Joe, she brought her Birkin. I was like,
Your Birkin.
good.
Yes!
Yeah, she was like, "Hi, hi."
Awesome.
I'm like,
Love it.
wow.
She got catty and try not to spill it on your bag. Yeah, good luck with the Birkin because I've had like near fatal accidents with my Birkin 25. Coffee, bag, and phone. Ah! Can I see your ID? No, I'm carrying a Birkin. I have no hands.
Oh,
Take my
Joe
coffee.
say, when I'm 50, I'm gonna get a matte alligator Birkin on Kelly. Putting it out there. Yes. Yes.
I would love
Yes.
to see that. Can't
Oh my
wait.
god.
Manifest it. Manifest it.
Manifest. That's like a okay. Yeah. Manifest it.
So
I
if
think
you were
so.
like So if you were like Joe attending the conference, what would you bring?
Ah, my Birkin. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it. Like, hi, 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 hi. I was more like, oh hi, can I help you? I was harassed at the booth because yeah, it was just one of those things. So it was fun. I think so. I think I would bring my Birkin if I was walking around the event and meeting
Mm,
people. But if you're managing the booth, no, totally no. So bags at conferences depends on the roles and responsibility at a conference.
correct. So same with me. Like if I was hosting an event where I was running around and blah 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 blah, I usually bring, excuse me, something similar to this. So just my essentials, and then I just put it under the table or just leave it somewhere, just something quick and easy. And then if I was attending the event, actually I went to a woman's kind of cocktails kind of thing or conference, and I would bring my Kelly, no problem. Yeah, I saw some Birkins there and things, but like I think it depends on your industry too. So financial industry, usually a lot of the women will have nice bags, so everybody had a nice bag. And
Oh yeah, there was a lot of nice
yeah,
bags.
yeah. So I saw a lot of Birkin 30s. I didn't see too many Kellys for some reason, but yeah, that day I actually forgot there was a conference that day, but I just didn't care. I like brought my Kelly 25, the black one actually. So yeah, so that was
I
depends on
saw
the role.
quite a few. So I saw Joe's Birkin. I also saw like quite a few garden parties. I saw a few garden parties. I saw several Birkins. Yeah, there were
Nice.
several Birkins walking around. And I
Any
honestly don't recall the ladies. I mean, the ladies who were wearing that. I mean, who's looking at the face, right? Because I'm looking at the bags, like, ooh, Birkin
Did
there.
you see like a lot of exotics and like kind of like exceptional
No,
custom
no,
or
no.
stuff like
Lots of
that?
neutrals. Lots of neutrals. I think there was a gold. There was a gold Birkin 30. Yeah, there was a gold Birkin 30. A lot of Birkins. I didn't actually. Did I see any Kellys? I think I didn't see any Kellys. Surprisingly, I saw more handheld bags. Interesting. I
Yes,
would
me
think that,
too. Me
right?
too. I saw a lot of Birkins, and I also the book tote, the Dior book tote. I saw a few of
Oh,
those. Yeah,
yeah. You would
yeah,
think that for a conference, you're walking around, you might be, taking brochures or talking to people, shaking hands. You would carry the Kelly, but yeah, I actually saw. Trying to remember if I saw any Kellys at all. I think I didn't, because I can totally recall all the Birkins that I saw, but I don't think I saw any Kellys, which is surprising
yeah.
for me.
Maybe it's the trend because even that women's cocktail that I went to, I think I was the only person carrying a Kelly from memory because I was kind of looking around. Yeah.
Mm. Correct. Not focusing on the I was, during the lull, when everybody was in the conference
Caught,
listening to the
caught.
plenary sessions, and the whole conference hall was just like tired, and then the people walking by, you're like, ooh, nice bag, ooh, there we go, that's a Prada. But not, I mean, wouldn't say there were a lot, but just that there were definitely bags to see, which was kind of fun. I think so, Joe. The Birkin is more a girl boss kind of bag. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm here to work. I'm here to work. My Birkin.
Look at my bag.
Yeah, look at my bag. Kapow.
And I'm here to work. Look at my bag.
So you can tell who's doing the work and who's enjoying the conference by looking at their bag.
Totally. Totally. Okay. All right. We have one more, which we discussed, but we thought was a bit morbid. But since we are at it, shall we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. It's kind of morbid a little bit, but we would love to hear what you would bring. Awkward. Awkward.
This one is super awkward. So obviously I would bring a black bag. Yeah. Have I brought a Chanel before? I don't know if I have. If I had, it would have been a reissue maybe many years ago. But if I had to go today, I think the Lindy is still okay. I could kind of if I really wanted to. But if I wanted to be more low key, probably like my Celine. Probably need to carry like 10 packs of tissues from all the crying. Yeah, or a backpack. My Prada backpack, maybe. It's black, can carry a lot of stuff. Yeah, but I think at most I would bring my Lindy 26 because it's still underrated, but okay. Like if I had to go after work type of thing. Like if it's on a weekend, I'd probably bring something like this or my backpack. My Prada backpack is okay, I think. Yeah.
Good one. Actually, I thought about it, and I don't have an appropriate bag to bring, so I might just handheld all my stuff. But this is a good point. I didn't even think of that, like a bag, like a that is superstitious. So now that Sharon's brought it up, I don't bring bags to funerals. Superstition, because I usually wash my clothes immediately getting home from a funeral. So clothes with pockets. Oh.
To store your phone and your necessities.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
I don't have any bags. So I would probably do this without even knowing that was a superstition. I'll be like, okay, we need tissue. Like
I love cargo pants because you could just put everything in them, like your phone, your wallet, everything. It's so good.
yeah, this is where the phone strap is like, okay, we'll just sling it
Yeah, the
across.
phone strap with the sling is good too. Yeah.
Yeah, no bags, no bags. Yeah, I don't have any like appropriate because I won't be bringing my black Birkin to a funeral.
So actually, what is everyone else bringing?
So okay,
Diaper backpack. Jen brought her diaper backpack.
any black bag. Joe says any black bag. She brought a Chanel mini. Actually, that is quite small, so it is.
Yeah, I
Just
think
enough
the
to
Chanel
carry it.
mini is okay because it's small. It's not like the jumbo.
Please don't be bringing a jumbo there, okay?
At the end, when you're walking by, everybody's like staring at your bag that's bigger than everything else.
Wow, wow. So diaper bag, okay? Because so you use a toddler, all right? Diaper
Yeah,
backpack.
that's okay. I think backpacks are really good.
I know what bag I wouldn't bring as my Fendi
Fendi
sequins
sequin
bag.
baguette.
unless, okay, the funeral for the person in the funeral said we're gonna party when I die, okay? Then maybe
Yeah.
it's not so morbid. Like if I die, I don't want it to be like, oh, okay. I want you guys to let me
Have
see
a
your bags,
party.
okay?
Yeah, bring
One
your
last look,
bag.
okay?
I want to see
One
your
last
bag.
look before I say bye and haunt you, okay? One last look. Bring all your bags, okay? Just bring them all.
Yeah, I would be totally like that. If it was like my own funeral, I'd be like, you guys come, like we'll have like a short party, like bring your like funkiest clothing and your funkiest bag and
Wear green.
Yeah. We're green. Okay.
I better write it down just in case, people forget it. Everybody got big black bags. Like, come on. I don't have time. I'm leaving.
And then my husband's annoyed. Someone hit me with their bag again. At Kat's funeral, everybody's hitting me with their bag.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, your best bag. Bring your best, like, I'm dead. Bring your best bag to my funeral. Okay. Mail it out.
Yeah, Kat would be, another black bag. Boring. Boring. Boring.
Oh. Actually, yeah, funerals. Yeah, make it fun. Make it fun. Okay, so yeah, we are done. I saw one event. Let me just take it. Yeah, that's a good one. Jacqueline, here we go. What about company dinner and dance? Ooh.
Is that kind of like a Christmas party or is it
Okay,
what
when
is
I
that?
used to we used to have this annual dinner, like a annual dinner. So it could be a Christmas. Some companies do it for Christmas. Some companies do it in the middle of the year, like a company event, like a once a year annual company event.
Is it more celebratory usually? Is it similar to like the Christmas party?
Kinda. So when I used to work for a consulting firm, many moons ago, every year there will be a company event, just a dinner. So it's a dinner. There will be some dancing. There'll be music. then there will also be like awards. So usually in those events, those dinners, they will give out, best just some awards, right?
Oh,
Maybe
is it like
20
very
years
black
service
tie?
or whatever. Yeah, black tie. But it could also be themed. So I remember going for one that was traditional theme. So you come in your traditional clothing. And I think I went one where it was cowboy themed. So you came in your cowboy outfits, jeans, and all that. So I honestly, in those events, bags were not something that I thought of because it was always themed.
Okay.
But if it wasn't, what if it was just a standard company, nice dinner and dance?
Okay, I don't think I've done this type of dinner and dance for a long time. But if I were to go to one, I might bring just like the micro bag, because in case you need to get
Mm,
up and dance.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a dancer. I don't like being touched by strangers, really. So, but like, if I had to go out and dance like with a group of people, I'd probably bring like my micro bag, could be a good one.
Mm.
Yeah. Or I might bring like my Prada bling bling bag, maybe. The
Oh,
one, the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
reaction
yeah,
with the crystals, something like that. Yeah, just something
yeah.
easy, because if you're not going to be in your seat all the time, you and if people are dancing, you don't want them to like, start stepping on your bag or dancing over your bag,
Yeah, I think that's a good
oh,
one.
sorry, I stepped on your Birkin.
Oops, there goes your mini Kelly.
Yeah, like get kick. Yeah, sorry, I kicked your croc mini Kelly or
Actually,
something.
good point. Maybe, yeah, because you could be wearing a really nice gown, right? But the micro bags, like the ones that we have,
Yeah,
that Amy has, that
yeah,
micro bag,
yeah, the
would be
one
a
that the
really
three of
nice.
us
It's like
have.
an accessory. It's not too
Yeah,
bulky. It's
doesn't get in the
small enough
way.
to, yeah. I think that's a great bag. Yeah, that would be a good one to bring for a dinner and dance. Because you could bring your clutch, right? Most people bring a clutch,
Yeah, clutch is
and
good.
good as well. But you have to put it in your table, and then like you go clubbing. Like, oh, can you watch my bag? Can you watch my bag? Can you watch my bag?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you get invited to dance, then you have to leave your bag behind. And then, like, you know, if you leave your mini Kelly at your table and
Oh
chair, God knows what's going to happen
God,
to it.
I'll be. I'm walking home with it.
It's like, you want to dance? No, I'm staying with my mini Kelly.
Nah, nah. Sorry, no, no.
Why won't you dance with me? I need to stay with my bag. I'm sorry. The bag is more important than you.
So yeah, so the nano bag, which is flat and small,
Yeah.
would be perfect because you could bring like. So I have my Chanel here, right? This, if you
Yes.
want to carry it like cross body during like a dance and you're moving around, could be kind of, even though it's really small, but it could still be
It'd be
bulky,
very
right? Because
jiggly, kind
yeah,
of.
jiggly and
Yeah.
moving out, and even the square Chanel square mini also kind of big, right? So something small and really tiny,
Yeah,
or
just
you
make
could be
sure
really
it's black.
creative.
Cause you get color transfer, as you're like, you know,
Oh, that's
like all
true.
over your bag.
True. Or you can turn one of these into bags, which is
Yeah,
what some
that
people
one's
do,
really
right?
good too. I still have the LV pochette accessoire or the mini pochette. That's really good too. Yeah, that's good. If you could find like a chain to like make it crossbody, like from Etsy or something like that, that's
Mm-hmm.
really good too. Yeah, that's a really good one too. Or a belt bag. I think someone mentioned a belt
Oh,
bag is
or a
really good
belt
too.
bag. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, like if you got like a Kelly belt bag or a Constant Slim or something like that, yeah, that would work.
Mm,
Yeah, but yeah, you wouldn't want to be rubbing against it while you're dancing because could be color transfer.
true. Actually, a belt bag would be a good idea because you could go in a very like, I mean, even if you're wearing like your like a cat suit, right? Like a full jumpsuit, and then you have that belt bag. It's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a belt bag. Not that there are any events to go. Okay, okay, let's see what else. All right, so now I'm going into the comments. Ah, that was fun. We hope you enjoyed that. We just wanted to see what would people bring, and we know Clara's.
Insensitive. So insensitive. I will try to look more motherly. No.
I know. Oh. All right, I'm going into the comments. I saw a question. Hang on. Hang on while I pull that question up. Okay, here we go. For the love of bags, off topic, but is VCA having a price increase?
I don't know. I haven't been shopping VCA, but then the question is, who isn't having a price increase?
Good point.
I think was it LV or Chanel recently had like a not yet like another price increase. Like I just
I
can't
think
keep up.
Chanel in Singapore, they had a price increase on the 2nd of November. But I don't know by how much. I swear I don't know.
Yeah, I think like if you can afford it and you like it, just buy it. You know, if you're not buying it because you cannot afford it, then you got to think about, oh, is there some other reason why I'm hesitating on it, the item? Yeah.
It's just everything is getting expensive, so
Yeah, weddings are getting expensive.
weddings, they've
Even funerals are getting more expensive.
double,
It's
triple.
expensive to die too.
It is. Do you know you can get insurance? Like you can buy these packages. Like in Asia, you can buy this package to insure yourself so that when you die, you don't have to. Your family who has to pay for the expenses, they don't have to worry about it. So you can buy this package, and they're expensive. You're expensive to die. It's not cheap to die.
Yeah, everything is expensive.
The moment
But
you're
if you really like the item, then I would just go for it. It's kind of like Chanel bags, right? They're always increasing price, but like if there's this one bag you really want, then just save up for it and just do it or go secondhand. Actually, VCA generally has good pricing secondhand.
yeah. I mean, but they don't increase that large, right? I think they already did their big adjustments this year, mid of this year, where everybody was just panicking to buy because
Maybe
was it like
maybe
20%?
because they're owned by Cartier, and Cartier generally doesn't do price increases too often, although they did a big one, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the one that they did, so VCA did have a price increase in Singapore, and it was about a few percent. It wasn't very large. But if the item, and you're talking about jewelry, right? So
Yeah.
one piece is 5, 6, 10,000. So even if it was like a 2 or 3% increase, it's still pretty substantial.
True.
Okay, here we go. That's one for you, Clara. Clara from Joe Overjoyed. Among the Hazlan, is it Hazlan?
Halzan?
Halzan.
I'm not sure. I'm not French.
Halzan.
I'm just insensitive.
Constance, Minnie, Lindy. Which two will you keep? Which ones are more useful? Love your collection, babe. It's goals, yeah.
You know, Joe, you'll eventually buy all three. But if I had to, yeah, Mini Lindy definitely number one, and then I think the Hausen and the Constance have different purposes. But if I had to order it, it would be in terms of usefulness. I think Mindy Lindy is most useful, followed by the Hausen and then the Constance. Although I like the look of the Constance and the Mini Lindy over the Hausen, but actually the Hausen is really, it's like one of those bags that it's not that pretty, but actually it's like super practical and super understated. It's kind of like one of those bags you would just grab and go out the door with low maintenance, don't have to think about no logos. But you know, it's good quality because you know there's no buckle, you know, you just
take a look at it. I see.
I mean, people talk about I don't tie this buckle, right? So just to demonstrate. So if I'm going out, I just go like this, open, take what I want, close. That's it. And you know, it's
Mm.
so easy. And nobody knows this is an Hermes bag, right? There are pockets outside, but you can't put your phone in it. But it's just so easy. I never change the bag setting. I always leave it on the setting, but it's so easy. I just go like this, open, and then that's it. You know, I don't fuss with this whole thing. So it's very and it's really flat, so it's easy against the body. And also, if you go traveling, it doesn't attract attention. And if you want to put in your luggage, it just lies flat. And then if you want to, like, I wouldn't use this for a formal event, but for dinner, you could also use this as a clutch. I mean, mine, like,
Mm.
yeah, you could if you wanted to, but yeah, it's just an easy bag.
The
So
only
not
look
the
that
best
I don't
looking
like.
one, but super practical. Like if I'm weekend and I can't decide what I want, I'll take this because the constants I really love. And don't I mean, Cat has the constants and I love it, but you know, like I don't necessarily always want to have the H everywhere I go. And for that, I would use this on the mini Lindy. But I do love
Mm.
the constants. If I could, yeah, I wouldn't just keep two. I'd keep all three of them. But probably mini Lindy. Um, if there was a fire, I would keep the mini Lindy and the constants. Just because also mine is box. But in terms of the ones that I use the most, is probably the Hell's End and the mini Lindy more than the constants. Yeah.
The constant is because you got to pack it. Like it's not as, even though it fits a lot, but you still need to. It's daintier, right? You got to pack it because of the size. Whereas the Hazan, and I can see why you like the Hazan, Hazan, whatever. How do you pronounce it, people?
I don't know. I'm
Hazan,
insensitive.
Helzan. I don't think it's Helzan for sure because that just sounds too Western, like
Hassan.
Helzan.
Hassan.
I think it's Hazan or something. Okay,
Halzan. I don't
yeah,
know. Something. I don't know.
is that and the mini Lindy because it's easier. You just open, dump, close, go.
Open, dump, close. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Whereas,
then if the item is taller, then I can carry it like this. Like say if I was like carrying, for example, just an example, a brush, and it didn't fit this way, then I could just like open it up and carry it like this. So it's also flexible that way if you have taller items, but if it's like smaller items, you can just do this. But otherwise, you could also carry it like this. And yeah, it's actually can go up further than my Birkin 25. Look at this.
wow.
So
Can I ask, does it have a back pocket?
so it has two back pockets, but I wouldn't put a phone in this because it's like really slim. I think you could potentially tear this. Yeah,
Ooh.
really. So it really is more just kind of like for receipts, small papers kind of thing. Same with the two front pockets. Unless you have one of those super small phones like the 13 mini, maybe that you can do it, but I wouldn't necessarily put my phone in here. But I mean, it's fine. I mean, just put it in here, right? There's like two slots here. It's so easy. It's just like open, take your phone and then do that, right? It's not to the point you're fidgeting with a lot of buckles. So this
I
is a
don't
really
understand.
good underrated bag.
Yeah, I'm actually growing on me, but this is the first time I heard. I'm hearing that the pocket is split. Like, why did they do that? Because in my head, if it was a full pocket, it would be perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the design of the bag. And maybe when they made the design of this, I think the first one was the 31 is bigger, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so
Oh,
because the first one was a 31, it's wider. So maybe the bigger one you can put your phone in it. So maybe they wanted to keep the same design. So they, you know, did this. So it's
right.
probably more design than function, a lot of these fashion bags, right? If you want a functional bag, get the mommy bag. But you know, you can see stitching here.
Get the mommy bag. Get the mommy bag.
So I think it's like the stitching you can see also. Maybe it's also to match the front because it's got this. Like this thing
Yeah.
is so impractical. You would never buckle it up. Yeah.
I like the look like this. So when it's folded over,
Yeah.
this look I'm okay with. But the moment you pick it up and you carry like that, you're like, "Ugh."
It's okay. I mean, I would only use it like this if, like, say I bought like something that was tall and I had to stick it in there, then it comes handy like that. But most of the time I just carry it like this over my shoulder. I don't even play with the strap because the strap can be shortened, taken off, or longer. For me, this is just perfect. And then if I have to hand carry it, I'll just do that. But I hardly do that, so it's just usually like this against my body. So
Interesting. Nice,
yeah,
nice,
I
nice. The
think this
color
is
is beautiful.
this is in the Barenia, so it's the raw leather. So in case you're curious, you can see it's patina and there's like scratches all over it. Actually, you can see.
Oh,
I don't know if you
yeah.
can see it, but it's
A little
all
bit.
patinaed and stuff. I probably wouldn't want this leather for a larger bag, because you can see the patina is quite uneven.
Oh, yeah, it's
Depends
dark, huh?
on,
It's much
yeah,
darker.
so because it will, it grabs onto oils and waters. Like it doesn't ruin it, but like the patina is quite uneven. So if your bag is really big and expensive, like, you know, it's like a really rugged look. If you like that look, that's okay. But for me, I would want my Birkin to look a bit more pristine. Yeah, it's kind of like the vachetta on LV. You know how it can patina and be a
Oh,
bit
yeah. Let
uneven.
me
It's kind of like that. I mean,
have it here. Oh, you see? Yeah, it's really dark. Look at mine.
yeah. So you can see it's quite uneven also on mine.
That's
Yeah.
really like.
I don't mind
Does
it
it?
because this is like a casual bag and I think it looks good to kind of look used, but I wouldn't necessarily want this type of look on like a Birkin or something like that. I know some people like that, but
Mm,
I don't mind this look kind of rough and tumble because it's kind of like my rough and tumble bag.
it's a
Yeah.
nice color. I mean, it's a nice bag. Now it's growing on me. But yeah, I think maybe with patina too dark, I might. Mm, I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
it's actually okay. Like, look, it's like Swift inside. I have nothing. I don't even have an organizer or anything. It's like so smooth still. Look. And I have nails, right? So I'm constantly and it's like perfect. So it's not Swift is not as like bad as people put it to be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I love Swift.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this point. I think this is a comment. Wow. Always some lame friends purposely go to some small restaurant with no extra chairs for the bag. And the non-luxury bag will just hang on the chair. I'll bring my micro Chanel and put it on my lap. Yes. When we go out for dinners and all.
Yeah, or bring a like a bag hanger or something like that.
Oh yeah, one of those when you can just put it on the hook it on the table.
Yeah,
That's a good
hook it on
idea.
the table or put it on your lap. But if you're carrying your jumbo, it'd be heavy.
For the love of bags, if they came out with a mini gypsy, I would love to edit. Thoughts? How does the gypsy look like? Suddenly, I cannot
It
remember. Let me just double check.
kind of looked so it's kind of like it has the Kelly crest at the front, but it's kind
Oh,
of like moon shaped, that one. It looks a bit like the Evelyn and the Kelly had like a little cousin or something. Yeah,
yeah. I
bit
don't know
shorter.
about the gypsy actually. It's like it looks like it's got a like a beep in front, right? That's a big extra flap in front, right?
I think so. I think so.
So, yeah, you gotta singe it in with the sangles, and there's this like flap that goes over. I think it's quite inconvenient because not like yours where you could open the top because it's two pieces, right? You could open the one side of the handle and then you can access the bag. Whereas the gypsy, it's fully covered, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know that bag very well. I don't Is it still in production? I haven't ever really seen it much.
I think so. I think it is.
I'm not sure. I know one lady who owns the Gypsier, but I've never really kind of looked at it up close, so I wouldn't know.
Mm.
But I mean, anything Hermes mini, it's always like a good idea. Except I don't like the mini Evelyn, so that's kind of my only exception.
I think between the Gypsy and the Hazlan, I think they're kind of like the same. So Vincent, I considered the Gypsy before, but to me it just doesn't look good without all the sangles done up. Yeah, I think so. I remember it has a bit of it's like the Kelly and the Evelyn had a baby kind of thing, and then
Yeah,
it's like out of shape. So
Yeah.
you're right. When the sangles are not put in, it kind of it's kind of floppy, and there's that huge piece of leather slab that it's like at the front, at the flap. So I don't know. I think it's quite I don't know what kind of bag it is. It can look quite sloppy looking if it's not put together, but that's the look. Very casual. It's very easygoing, you know, kind of rugged.
Yeah, I think that's fine if you're looking for a casual, rugged type of look. Because I mean, even the Halzan or whatever you want to call it, it's like a very casual, sloppy little kind of look. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but everybody's saying the mini Gypsier is really cute.
Really? Is it like a new
Anything
bag
small
that came out?
Cute. Is it practical though? You're all about practicality.
Come on, you guys. You know it. The practical one is the motherly one, okay? Kat has the top.
I have the motherly bag, okay? All of you need this motherly bag.
Yeah, I have one too in this cute pink color. So these bags are the most practical. They're cheap. They're light.
You know it's the motherly bag when I pass it to my mom and mom gets all excited about it. Like mom's like, "Oh, this is a really nice bag." Like, oh, that's the mom bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Mini Evelyn yes, Mini Evelyn. Actually, the Mini Evelyn is really growing on me. After the event, when I saw it with the handle, it's really growing on me. But I get what you mean. It's very slim profile and it's really tight.
Yes. How can I come? I don't think there's any other bag. You know how you can try it? You can take your bag organizer for your constants and imagine that's longer. That's what it feels like. Because it's very narrow, and when you put things inside, it will bulge. And then the top is open. So it's almost like that with a canvas strap.
Yeah. Yeah. But the price is too good. Yes. The price is too good.
Is definitely really good.
It's really like fantastic. Like
the motherly bag has a good price.
The motherly bag's only $800. I would love to get one. I mean, I think I would still, like, if I get, like, my essay would say, hey, would you like a green mini Evelyn? Like, sure.
Yeah, if you want to try pops of color, I think that's a good
Yeah, I think I would go pops of color with that.
Yeah,
bright
pop color is good for that.
Yellow, green. I do
green,
orange. I do pink.
Yeah, it's like the mini Kelly looks good in every color. Like just mini bags look good in every color.
Every color. Every color. I did see quite a few mini Kellys during the event that I had at the oh my gosh. I mean, there were bags everywhere. I should have brought my mom back. I should have done a reunion. I should have turned it to like a reunion. Carry this and bag watch everybody's bag. Like,
you take the Hello Kitty bag. Take the Hello Kitty bag. Or bring a vegan bag to show how ESG you are.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
There were a lot of nice bags. Yeah, it was nice to see everybody's mini. Yeah, I think maybe that would be the next bag I will ask my essay. I don't know. It's just too difficult. Forget it. It's too hard. 24. I see a question. Oh, Joe is saying the 24 is growing on me. How does that look like again?
It's the one with the I don't want to call it cardboard flap, but the plastic flap. You know, the plate at the front.
Oh yes. It's like It has a bit that same plate is the same plate that they have on the toolbox.
Yeah, it's the casual Kelly. They kind of called it the casual Kelly.
It's the mom Kelly. It's the Kelly mom. It's Kelly's mom.
But the stiff one, because actually that flap is really stiff. It's like really rigid. You know, it's like a
But the
really
rest is like
the breasts are like plated. You know.
the bottom part is like, it's the mom bag bottom.
Joe, you may want to actually go and see if you can see it first. Some people told me it's a bit heavy. So
Yeah, it is.
depending, because it's like heaviness is very subjective. So you might want to go and like just try it. Try it on first. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. It's heavy. I actually tried it in store. Where was I? Oh, I was at the airport and they had one and they let me
Wow,
hold
so
it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like touched it, but it was heavy. And I think that was the mini. I'm trying to think. Actually, I don't know. I just know that it was that bag. And I remember picking it up and I told the essay that I was like, ooh, that's quite substantial, huh? And I says, yeah. But it was also on display, not for sale. But must try, must try that bag. Maybe it's the thickness of the leather.
There's a comment in here to say to use an insert for the mini Evelyn. I just want to make a comment for that so that you're aware. I actually had a very bougie insert because it was like one of my first. I had the 7RP in it.
Oh, you bought a 7RP for your mini Evelyn?
Yeah, yeah. So actually,
bougie.
what ended up happening was it stretched out the leather. So the leather became, you could see indentations around the edge of the Evelyn. It was stretched out and puffed out because the insert was really thick. So I don't recommend using like a very thick insert for it. Because of that, it was like stretched out. So you could kind of see like it bulged out a bit. Yeah. I still have that insert if someone wants to take it out off of me, but a warning, it could stretch out your bag. Yeah.
Oh, because that insert, the 7RP, it's a very thick.
Yeah.
Well, it's that thicker velvety material, right?
Yeah. So just be careful of that if you put an insert. It could stretch out the Clemence leather a bit. Yeah. Don't go too thick. Yeah.
Nah, don't go 7RP, seriously. I mean, buy 7RP for, say, your first Birkin,
first Kelly,
your first Kelly.
Even
especially if it's a slouchier leather, I think yes.
Yeah, the return.
Definitely get a better organizer when you use it. However, if you did not watch our live where we did with BJ Luxury and they shared the tips on how you care for your bags, please don't store your bag inserts with your bags, which makes sense because it will leave that indentation because you will I don't know, maybe press against the leather. And they also gave the tip that don't singe in your bags, right? Don't tighten every single nook and cranny of the bag and then store it. Let it relax, kind of stuff. So yeah, I think so. Yeah, Zumoni is good. Thank you. Samorga is good.
Samorga is good.
Yeah, for use. 7RP is good. I like it, but at the same time, you're right. It's really thick and
it's quite thick and substantial. Well, they are giving you better fabrics. I agree, but yeah, if you want to give your bag a bougie insert, that's also fine. But yeah, just be careful that they're for the mini Evelyn, it would stretch out the Clemence. Is what I experienced.
Yeah, it's so expensive too. I remember seeing that shock when I saw the charge to my credit card. I was like, wow, that's like an SLG plus. So expensive. Yeah, and it's like, nah, too expensive. Samorga, Samorga is good enough. it's just to really keep your bag clean and give it a bit of arrangement. You don't need something so high end.
Agree.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pull. I think I saw something. Oh, there is this brand as well. I have not tried. My Thai collection.
Oh, okay. I have that. That's the one I have for my Kelly 25 Cellier. It's the one I showed about the inserts for
Yep.
my Kelly
The
25.
pink one. You have the pink one with
Yeah, I
patterns.
have the pink one. So I think they're fine. I mean, to be honest, I unless they're very poorly made, I've seen very poorly made ones. On average, I think anyone, my Thai, Samorga, they're all fine. Yeah, they're all fine. Yeah, they have different patterns for it, but to me, they all kind of function the same. And yeah, and you like Kat said, you shouldn't store your bags with the insert. They're really just there for to keep your bags clean when you use them, and then when you're done, you just remove it, and then you stuff it with like the paper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you
Stuff
have
it
to
with
be
the paper.
careful because I did you see Oksana LV's video?
I
She
haven't. She's tagged
she
me, but I haven't.
had she was storing her bags with the plastic base shaper, the base shaper. You know how some bags have like the plastic base shaper, and she stored it in some of her
Like this
Chanel
thing.
bags. Yeah. And because the plastic was melting against the plastic on the authenticity of the Chanel, you know, the Chanel sticker has plastic on it. So the when she took out her base shaper, it ripped off some of the information on the what do you call it, the hologram inside, the numbers and part of the so the numbers are still there, but like a part of the logo and the kind of design ripped off onto the plastic base shaper. So yeah, you guys, if you're using those base shaper, please do not store those with your bags, especially if they're with Chanel bags, because it will rip off some of the information on the authenticity hologram. Yeah. So she
Oh.
had 2 bags that had that incident. Yeah.
What
So be
bag would
very
you
careful.
use base shaper?
I can't
Usually people
remember.
use base shapers for like the Neverfull.
I think she used it for the 19 and something else. I don't know if it was because the 19 is quite slouchy. Like the
Right.
bag itself is quite slouchy. And I can't remember what the other one, it might have been a tote or something else. But yeah, I think
Mm.
it was the 19 that she took it off. And when she took it off, there was, parts of the hologram on the base shaper that it ripped off. Yeah.
Oh no. Well, that would happen if
Yeah.
you have older bags. Like now the newer bags that Chanel comes out with don't have that um hologram anymore, right?
Yeah, the
Because now
plastic
it's all
hologram.
I think they don't have it anymore, right? Now it's all
I
in that
don't know.
metal
I
plate.
haven't I haven't bought the new generation of Chanel. I don't have any bags that are new generation. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Amy would know because she still has a lot of newer Chanel bags.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my newest Chanel bag with the new generation is the green top handle.
Yeah.
And I don't recall there being that hologram sticker. I don't recall. I just maybe didn't check. I think I didn't check. But I do remember they have that plate there, that square plate. Okay, so it is true. So the metal plate for the newer ones. So older bags will have this issue.
Yeah, so for the love of bags, be careful because if you go watch Oksana's video, she had the base shaper for the 19 and it ripped off a part of
Mm,
unless you have the newer model, you might
mm.
want to have a look at the video to see what happened.
Yeah, because I think one of the things that we don't realize is that plastic does melt like over time. Like if you
Yeah.
melt or they just become sticky, and then
Yeah.
whatever surface that it's in contact with,
Yeah.
it will rip. So
Yes. even the older Chanel kind of dust bags had that kind of velvety on top of that. So I had that
Ah,
on my bookshelf, and when I took it off, it ripped off the whole thing and attached to the bookshelf. It was
yes.
horrific. So ever since then, I don't keep too much Chanel packaging, especially if it's black,
Mm.
because it can also color transfers for certain things. So yeah, don't think that just because your bag came with like a Chanel packaging that the packaging won't ruin your bag. You have to be so careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chanel, I think only recently have changed their dust bags or even all their packaging, right? Because it used to have that velvet, like
Yeah.
really luxurious velvet top
Yeah.
finish,
Yeah.
even for the watches. So when I got my J12 watch, it comes with this like round. I might have it. Yeah, I might
Yeah,
have
I
it.
know
But
which one it disintegrated, right?
yeah, and then it comes with a like a zip that goes around, and whatever it is, I don't know whether it's humidity or whatever, I don't know. But after keeping it for a while and you're keeping your watch there, I remember picking it up. And when I lifted it, because of that velvet, I had all this velvet particles on my hand. I was like,
Yep.
oh my gosh, the
Yep.
container, which looks a little bit like this, like this, you open
Yep.
it,
Yep.
it started to peel, and I was like, oh crap. Then I got a new one from my SA, and now they have changed. It's still the same look, but
Mm-hmm.
it's cloth now. It's cotton
Yeah.
cloth, whatever. But
Even
yeah, that was good.
the old packaging for like fashion jewelry, like the earrings and stuff like that,
Yeah,
those used to just, and they had to change the packaging for that too, because the packaging
the flaps, right? That
probably
covers.
yeah, I had particles all over my drawer, and it got
Yeah,
onto all my other kind of like little pouches from Tiffany's and Van Cleef, and I had to throw them all out because they were sprinkled with all this Chanel
black like
particles all over it.
dust.
So I don't have not all my jewelry has the original packaging, because Chanel packaging basically like ruined it
Terrible.
all. So I took them all out and put them in like a proper jewelry case. Yeah.
Yeah. The other one is a Chanel hanger. So I just did my Chanel reveal of my ready to wear. Yes, last night I just posted it. They still have that velvety hanger. It's beautiful. So the
Yeah.
hanger, yeah, it's that soft. It's the same
I know what
same
it is.
material on the packaging. So when I looked at it, I said, "Wow, thank you for the Chanel hanger." But I know less than a year or two from now, that hanger is gonna start to disintegrate and it's gonna leave all this black stuff on in my cupboard.
Yeah, I
All
don't
gotta get
know
into
if
my
that's
clothes.
gonna yeah, I don't know if that's gonna yeah. When I saw your unboxing, I was actually thinking about that. I was gonna
Yeah,
text you to
I
tell
knew it.
you,
So
yeah, look out
when I
just in
saw it,
case. I don't know.
mm,
Yeah, I don't know
I
if they
looked at it.
improved the hangers, but if that would be really sad if you like hung your really nice jeans on it, and then the black got on it, and then all the stuff in like disintegrated into your jeans.
Yeah,
That would be awful.
yeah. I'm not going. I mean, I'm using it now because it's brand new, right? But I'm just like monitoring it. Like, this will. It usually takes about, I think, about less than a year. Jen, I think you're right. There is definitely something to do with the humidity here, which is why packaging has changed. But still, unfortunately, you
Yeah,
must be
I
careful
would
how you store.
probably after 6 months I would be very careful with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss
Not
it.
worth it to ruin your
Not worth
jeans
it,
over
man.
a
Not on my jeans.
hanger. Over
Stupid
a
hanger.
hanger.
And those packaging, the one that you're talking about, costume jewelry, because they used to be,
Yeah.
the nice box, the
Uh,
cardboard box, and then inside that velvet flap.
yeah, the
I
whole
always wondered
origami thing.
why, if you had like a pearl earring, they would put
Yeah.
a little sponge on top of the pearl and then the flap. You notice that?
Oh,
You remember
maybe
that?
it's to avoid like the color transfer or something.
It's to avoid that particles, if it starts to disintegrate, stick onto the pearls, the crystal plastic pearls. So there was one
Ah.
time I didn't know. So when I took when I took it out, like, oh my god, my pearl earrings. Then I removed that sponge thing, that one slab of sponge, threw it away. Then I kept it, came back. I was like, oh, why are these little black dots on my pearl earrings? You would think, right, just rubbing it
Ah.
off, like give it a bit of a rub, you come
Yeah.
off. but it also takes off that shiny coating of the pearl earring. You're like, crap, because it sticks. And when you rub it off, it pulls that. It's like nail polish, right? It takes off the top coat of the nail polish. So I had to throw, I think I had like 1 or 2 pairs of earrings, Chanel earrings, gone because of these packaging. So
no, ever since I found like my shelf become a Chanel dustbin, I've removed all the packaging. I've pretty much thrown out everything, and I put it in those Muji boxes, the Muji jewelry boxes. Yeah.
So much better. Yeah. So we were just talking about, this kind of packaging, the bag organizers, please be careful. Even the packaging that you use inside to stuff your bags, please be careful what you use. Don't use anything with plastic. Don't use bubble wrap. Oh, to me, that was like an epiphany moment as well, because some bags I have kept like the bubble wrap, the big fat bubble wrap
on top of it to protect it.
Kind of like to protect it or put it inside, especially like not Chanel. Hermes likes to give that round, the big, not the bubble wrap, but the big bubble pillow.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
the ones that come with Amazon and the Hermes bags when you open it. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, they're so good.
Just, after that live, I went and I threw them all out. I just tossed them all because I thought, I should probably keep them for my Hermes bag, but no. Bye.
No. Take it, throw it away. Because those, they actually have some of them have like a little print on it, like green print. Do you know this? Like they have like a print on it.
Oh, it's probably for a magnet for the patent bags.
Oh my gosh, if you put it in your bag and that melts and it'll stick on your bag as well.
Yeah, exactly.
No, toss it. All that plastic will
have the word like fragile, do not whatever on your bag.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think that's the word on it. I don't have any right now, but I think that's the word.
Can you imagine you stored that inside your, your Swift bag and you took it off and then it printed the bag.
Oh my god. I have like a stack of bubble wrap over there. Like, okay. Yeah. A few pieces of costume jewelry I have. I kept the original packaging. Oh yeah, please check your packaging, because unless your home, or the place that you store it has, humidity control.
Yeah.
Definitely these older Chanel packaging, they are so flimsy.
But if you think about it, if you're like selling luxury items and you want to increase your profit margin, right? You're probably going to cheap out on the packaging anyways. Because they know you're going to throw it out, right? So they're just going to use whatever.
That video, we were talking about it last week. Was it last week's live? That IG guy that cuts up the handbag.
Oh, the Tanner bag or something like
that. Tanner Leatherstein. If all of you have not followed him yet, you totally should. Last week, because I just checked out his video this morning on IG. Last week, he was at like 30-something thousand followers on IG. Oh my gosh, he is 58,000 today.
It's so interesting because he's like ripping apart, those will it blend. He's like doing like the bag, ripping apart and assessing it. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
He recently, someone sent him a Gucci bag recently.
Yeah.
So he's taking that apart.
This guy. Yeah, he's gonna take apart the
Dionysus bag or something like that.
Yeah, this bag. So if you're not following him yet, go, because it's fun. I mean, it's he's not ripping up my bag, so Tanner Leatherstein, that's what he's called. 54,000 today. That's crazy.
That's great. I think it's good that like someone's like assessing, and we all know we're paying extravagant pricing, but like at least you kind of know.
To hear him say, well, this one, 5 feet of leather, good leather, about $20 per foot. And you're like, what? $20?
Hey.
And then craftsmanship is pretty difficult to put it in this complex. I give it $10.
Yeah. Hardware, so much.
Yeah, all in all, $50 to make this wallet. $40?
Well, in the
We
luxury
know.
world, you know you're paying more, but you want to know if you're being ripped off big time, right? Yeah.
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 So some of it, he definitely said, you're being ripped off. He actually likes Pauline, like Pauline,
Yeah, he
Pauline
had
guy.
good comments on Pauline and the old coach from 20 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah,
Old
old
coach
coach.
was pretty good. He talked about bonded leather, which was quite interesting.
Oh, bonded leather. I think I haven't watched that.
Yeah, there was one about bonded leathers because it seems to be that some bags these days, they're suspicious they're making out of bonded leather. So basically they cut up all the old leathers and then they put them together, kind of like plywood, like you cut up leather and put
Oh,
it together to make one piece of leather, that type of thing. Yeah. So that type of leather will tend to rip apart or come apart, kind of
disintegrate.
disintegrate and come apart. Kind of like plastic bags. Like if you've had some that had for a long time, they disintegrate into like
Small
kind of
pieces.
like
Yeah.
the Chanel packaging, how it disintegrates. That's kind
Yeah.
of like how bonded leather disintegrates. Yeah.
So, but is that considered leather? That's not really leather anymore, right? It's, well,
It's recycled
technically,
leather, you can kind of say,
yeah, technically it's leather. Technically it is. Oh, Amy's
but
here.
it's not the Hey Amy.
Amy's here. Hi, Amy. Hi. Yeah, we're talking about Tanner Leatherstein, who is now 55,000 followers on IG, which is
Hey,
amazing. So
totally
good.
deserves it. For anyone
Totally,
who's
yeah.
like cutting up expensive bags, totally deserves it.
Cut them up. Cut. I'm not gonna do it, so you cut them up. You go, boy. Oh man. After I watched the ostrich, like he showed this huge piece of ostrich leather. Every time
Yeah.
I look at a bag with like polka dots right now, I feel like I feel like going close to it. I'm like, can I like
Can I
pluck it?
pluck it off?
Yeah. Can I pluck the dots?
It's like, don't touch my Hermes ostrich bag. Can you imagine you
Is it
did that to
real?
someone's yeah, they're like, get away, get away.
Is it real? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I can't wait for him to cut up the Gucci bag. And what else? I'm waiting for him to cut up an Hermes bag. Can anyone please donate your Hermes bag to him?
He actually did one test on an Hermes bag. He didn't cut it up, but he did one test, right? I
Yeah.
can't
It was a
it
piece
looked
of
like
leather.
it was a piece of leather. It looked like
Looks
what
like a
was the
bust,
word?
yeah.
Swift or something like that. I can't
It
remember. It was
looks
like a
like
blue
Chev.
or
It looks like
purple.
Chev.
Okay.
And I think it's a Bastia. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Bastia. Yeah, it was this bag, this little guy.
Yeah. But he was saying it was like minimal finishing on top, right?
Thank gosh. Thank
I don't
God.
know. I think it just depends what you want. It's like some people, they like to put a lot of makeup on, and some people, minimal makeup.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like the more bags that, I mean, the bigger he gets, right? Then the more bags that people will send to him.
Yeah,
And
I'm pretty sure he'll have more expensive bags, which is so
I
nice.
can't wait. I can't wait. So yeah, you should follow him. He is really knowledgeable, and I think I learned some stuff like ostrich leather. I learned do not put nail polish remover anywhere near your leather items because that's
Mm.
acetone. It will dissolve the makeup.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah,
right. So
it
if
is
you have
using
a day,
acetone
you
to
need to
remove.
go into the office and redo your makeup, and you're thinking, I'll bring my acetone to remove my makeup. If it's in your bag,
They die, gone.
use the motherly bag for the
Yeah.
acetone, to carry the acetone.
Yeah, man. I used this. Oh, yeah. I see the scratches all over. It's okay. You're the motherly bag. Amy. Oh, Amy's busy today. Yep. She said, thanks, Clara, for filling in.
Hey, no problem. It's been fun. We've had a lot of interesting discussions on awkward situations.
Awkward situations. And then we finally figured out that Clara is insensitive.
Exactly.
we should ask Amy since she's here. Amy, let's pick one. Let's pick one event for Amy. Let's go for let's go this one. Amy, tell us, which bag would you bring for your 25th high school
to your
reunion?
25th high school reunion. That's a good one.
Yeah. I'd bring my LV bag and you bring your mini Kelly. Did you say you bring your mini Kelly? I forgot. Which one would
Mini
you bring?
Lindy, my mini Lindy.
You bring your mini
Probably.
Lindy. Yeah. I'd bring my LV Speedy just to be annoying. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, she's what bag would you bring if you top of your head? I think she'll bring, I guess that Amy would bring maybe
Would she bring her mini square? I don't know.
the Picotan. The Picotan's a nice bag because it has that touch, right? I think that would be the one. That could be the one. It's still relatively, low key, but yet it's got the touch. So it's, with a bit of exotic. Okay. I think Amy's in a loud place. All right, then. Okay, we are at our 2-hour mark. Wow, that was fun. That was really, really fun. Let me remove this banner. Thank you, Clara, for joining us today. It was
Thank you,
really,
Kat.
really nice to have you here and just chit chat about bags.
Nice to see everyone.
Yeah. Definitely have you back again. So yeah, next week it's going to be, I think, on Amy's channel. So make sure you follow us on both our IGs as well as our YouTubes. We will always put a post up. I think next week we are going into the new timing. So the best is just follow us. We have notifications on. Otherwise, everyone have a great weekend wherever you are, or good night or good morning, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.